Bonjour, aujourd'hui on va faire le passé du subjonctif. Ce n'est pas difficile, c'est très facile pour former. Alors, si vous pouvez faire le passé composé, vous pouvez faire le passé du subjonctif. Si le verbe utilise avoir au passé composé, avoir aussi pour le passé du subjonctif. Si le verbe utilise être au passé composé, être pour le passé du subjonctif aussi. La différence, on va mettre avoir et être au subjonctif. Et puis on va faire le passé du verbe exactement comme le passé composé. N'oubliez pas que si le verbe utilise être au passé composé, tous les verbes de Dr. Mrs. Vandertramp, oui, ou de la chanson Je suis arrivée à l'avenue. Masculin, féminin, pluriel est nécessaire aussi. Alors, pour les Français 4, la grande concentration, c'est pour les formes du passé du subjonctif. On va pratiquer aussi des situations pour utiliser le passé du subjonctif. Les AP, vous allez beaucoup pratiquer la différence entre passé composé, passé du subjonctif, présent normal, subjonctif normal. Alors, pourquoi passé du subjonctif? We're going to talk about this in English to make it a little bit easier. So, past subjunctive is used, first of all, in all the same places you would use the regular subjunctive, right? We have all those expressions of you weirdo, emotion, doubt, wishes, and wants. All of those are for the past subjunctive too. We just have to see when should we use past subjunctive instead of regular subjunctive. So it's used when the verb that's in the subordinate clause, which is the part after que, happened before the one in the main clause. You're like, wait, what? Let's look at the examples. So you're thinking also, oh, well, it's past subjunctive, so the whole sentence has to be in the past. Actually, that's not true. So our first examples are where the subordinate clause, which is we can use this, the part after que, we can use this past subjunctive, even though the main clause, the part before que, is in the present tense. Like this. Je suis heureuse que tu sois venu. I've got the present tense here. That's the main clause. After que, I've got past subjunctive. Why? Because this thing came before this thing. I'm happy right now about something that happened in the past, that you came. So we saw here, je suis heureuse, that's an emotion. So we know we have to use subjunctive. So our question was, do we need present subjunctive or past subjunctive? Well, past, because this thing happened before this thing. Okay. Another example, nous avons peur qu'il n'ait pas mangé. We're afraid that he didn't eat. We're afraid right now about something in the past that he didn't eat. So again, we've got a nous avons peur, that's an emotion, so we know we need subjunctive after it. What kind of subjunctive? Past subjunctive, because this thing happened before this thing. Okay, we're going to look at a different kind of example. Here, you can use the past subjunctive when the main clause, the part before que, is in the past tense. So here's one where it's all in the past. Il doutait que vous l'ayez vu. He doubted that you had seen it. So when I say in a past tense, I mean it could be imparfait, it could be passé composé. Both those are past tenses, right? So he doubted in the past that you had seen it. Also in the past, but this is further back. You had seen it. So he was doubting it sometime in the past about something that you had done before that doubting. Okay, so again, we know that doubt needs subjunctive. We use past subjunctive because this thing is even further in the past than this thing. J'avais peur qu'ils soient tombés. I was afraid that they had fallen. I was afraid at some point in the past about something even further in the past that they had fallen. Okay, the verb in the main clause can be in the past, and the verb in the subordinate clause after que can still be in regular present subjunctive also. So you can start with the past tense, passé composé, and then you can still use present subjunctive. So look at the difference. Martin a douté que je sois malade. Martin doubted that I was sick. So at some point in the past, he had a doubt. And I was sick in that moment, not before he doubted me. So yesterday, I called in and said, Martin, I can't come to work. I'm sick. And so I'm telling you now, he doubted yesterday at 5 o'clock when I called that I was sick at that same moment. So you can still use present subjunctive there. Versus, Martin a douté que j'ai été malade. I called Martin and I said, oh, I'm sorry I didn't come to work yesterday. I was sick. So when I'm calling him yesterday to tell him that, he doubted me at that time that the previous day I had been sick. Could be so. So that's what we're going to start working on. And again, the main point right now to get for the next couple of days is the forms. The French fours, really only have to worry about that. We're going to do practice where you're going to start to see it. But as far as testing, it's the APs that are going to be mixing these all together and deciding if I see an expression that takes subjunctive, we're going to decide, do I need present subjunctive or past subjunctive? If I see an expression that doesn't take subjunctive, we're going to decide, do I need present or passé composé? So we're going to start working on the context of all that. But the fours, as far as testing goes, just forms. As far as practice goes, we're going to do all of it together. Okay, voila.